Hey guys, how are you all? My name is Harshit Dwivedi friends and I welcome you back to my video. This video friends, I have already uploaded the Hindi version. So if you are not comfortable in English, the Hindi version has been uploaded. So you can go and watch the Hindi version. So friends, starting with it, Hindustan Republican Association has been a very important part of our Indian freedom struggle. It belongs to the revolutionary part, the radical part, the violent part of our Indian freedom struggle. It was not actually associated with the Indian National Congress, and it basically emerged, into the aftermath of the withdrawal of non-cooperation movement. So let's study about it. And there was one important incident related to it, that is the Kakori train incident. So this is presented by me, Harshit Dwivedi, friends. So moving forward, actually this was a revolutionary organization of India established in 1924 in a village named Bholachang in East Bengal by Sachindranath Sanyal, Narendra Mohan Sen, and Pratul Ganguly. Basically, these three are very famous names, and they were associated with the formation of this HRA. And it was basically an offshoot of Anushilan Samiti. Now, the video of Anushilan Samiti and Juganta Group, they were formed in the time period of 1902 to 1906. So, Anushilan Samiti and Jugantar book, I made a separate video on it, friends. So, I would recommend that please go and watch the videos related to these two things, because these are all very important organizations. And almost all revolutionary activities in India, friends, are basically directly or indirectly associated with Anshulana Samiti and Juganta Group. So if you are not, watch the videos of Anushilan Samiti, please go and watch it. So the objective of the founders of this Hindustan Republican Association was that we have to establish a federated republic of the United States of India through an organized and armed revolution. That there should be a revolution, and that is violent in nature, not non-violent. An armed revolution will be there, and through it the federated republic of the United States of India will be established based on the principles of United States of America, obviously. But only the formation principles were considered. They used to follow the socialist ideology, and America was based on capitalist ideology, so that thing they didn't borrow. But yes, they said that federated republic of the United States of India should be formed. And why this HRA came into existence, this is one question to ponder about, friends. The point is that before HRA, the non-cooperation movement, when it was in its peak, almost all the members of the violent phase also, like the Anushilan Samiti, the Jugantar Group, those members also were in favor of Mahatma Gandhi, and they were standing at the back of Mahatma Gandhi. They were, supporting Mahatma Gandhi. They said that yes, obviously the non-cooperation movement is successful, and we should follow the non-cooperation movement. And Mahatma Gandhi has promised that if it is successful, we will get Swaraj in 1 year. But actually, after the Chori Chora incident of February 1922, when Mahatma Gandhi, withdrawed this non-cooperation movement, a sudden wave of frustration and disappointment gripped the whole country. you know Even the not only the extremist leaders, even the moderate leaders of Indian National Congress were, dismayed that why this happened, why immediately Mahatma Gandhi has withdrawn this movement. And after the withdrawal of the non-cooperation movement, the government came back strong. Suppression was very severe. It arrested all the important members of the Indian national movement. Gandhiji was also arrested, and after Gandhiji was arrested, no prominent leadership was there. So obviously, the total number of people who were supporting the non-cooperation movement, they got split into three branches. The first branch was on the original path of constructive work. They were known as the name change, no changes. What they do, they propagated, the khadi, charkha. They used to go into the teach the indigenous schools, the schools that were opened by the Indians for the poor Indians. So these type of things they were doing. And there were one group known as pro changes or Swarajis. They differed from the principles of Congress on only one count. In the non-cooperation movement, it was said that the legislative council should be boycotted. These Swarajist pro changers said that a boycott of legislative council should be stopped. We will participate in the elections of the legislative council. We will take the membership of the legislative council, and after going in the councils, we will block the working of the government. So in this principle, they were different. So these are the two branches: the pro changers and no changes, that is Swarajist versus no changes debate. I have already covered in a proper separate video which is uploaded on my YouTube channel in both English and Hindi language. So please watch that video if you're not clear on it, friends. Now there was a third group of people. This group of people believed that only action on ground can bring proper results, and obviously violent methodology can help achieve our goals. So adopting violent methodologies can help achieve our goals, and methods that were adopted by them were: we will kill the officials. Okay, that is the British administration officials we will kill. Also those officials of India who are helping the British administration, they will also be killed. Then they used to organize political dacoities to raise funds. Obviously the activities of Hindustan Republican Association or any political organization, in order to for its activities, we need funds. Money is something which is needed everywhere. So for getting that money, for this fundraising, they used to organize political decoities, that is looting the government treasury. Then third comes that terrorism should be bought into the hearts of the British and British loyalists, also the British officers, those in charge in the British administration, and also those Indians who are working for these Britishers and who are very much loyal towards the Britishers. So in their hearts, terrorism should be there. They should be feared. Fear should be embedded in their heart. Okay, and also strikes will be organized against the British Raj all over the country. So these type of things were being propagated. Okay, and what happened that this Ram Prasad Bismil, who belonged to the HRA, and his youth supporters, they strongly opposed Gandhi ji in the 1922 Gaya Congress, at which the non-cooperation movement was suspended. And with the consent of Lala Hardayal, Ram Prasad Bismil went to Allahabad, where he drafted the constitution of HRA in 1923. And he was helped in this by Sachindranath Sanyal and other revolutionary of Bengal, who was famously known as Dadu Jadu Gopal Mukherjee. Okay. Now, this HRA was not a small organization, friends. It was a big organization. It has branches at Agra, Allahabad, Banaras, Kanpur, Lucknow, Saharanpur, Shahjahanpur. So, at these places, the branches of HRA were situated. They used to manufacture bombs in Kolkata. Their workshop was in Calcutta was at Dakshineshwar, Shova Bazar. In Bihar, their workshop was at Diogar. The Calcutta workshop were unearthed by the police in 1925, and the Bihar Diogar workshop was unearthed in 1927. This is one thing. Then also one manifesto named Revolutionary was published by Sachindranath Sanyal for the Hindustan Republican Association. Also, uh, you know, uh, like this on 31st of December 1924, a lot of copies of this revolutionary, manifesto were distributed along large cities of North India. And basically, what this manifesto revolutionary proposed that we will overthrow this British colonial rule and replace it by the Federated Republic of the United States of India. It said that we will bring universal suffrage, that is, everybody, irrespective of religion, caste, financial status, birth, descent, color, religion, he will be given equal right of votes. That is, everybody will have the right to vote. A socialist oriented system was their aim. Okay, so see, friends, they said that we will, establish a federated republic of the United States of India. So this political model was based on the United States of America. But yes, they were willing to adopt socialism. That is said, our system will be socialist based. That is, no capital ownership will be there, no private ownership be there, not at all any system will be there which will make possible of exploitation of man by man himself. So they were very much socialist. That is, government control, everything will be there, and that government will dictate what has to be done and what not has to be done. Okay, and this organization, very much criticized the policies of Gandhi ji, and youths all over India were called to join the organization, that is HRA. All these things were happening, friends. Then came an incident which is known as the Kakori train incident. Who were involved in this Kakori train incident? Ram Prasad Bismil, Ashfaqullah Khan, Rajendra Lahiri, Chandrasekhar Azad, Sachindra Bakshi, Keshav Chakravarti, Manmanath Gupta, Murari Lal Gupta, Mukundi Lal, Banwari Lal. So these are the people who were involved in this Kakori train incident. And this Kakori train incident was thought, that this HRA personals were involved, in government after this incident came back very heavily on the HRA personals. It happened. It was basically a train robbery that took place between Kakori and Lucknow on 9th of August 1925. Kakori is a station near Lucknow. If you are coming from Delhi to Lucknow, and if you are not coming through the Kanpur road, then Kakori will come in between. Now also the train takes around 1 hour to reach from Kakori to Lucknow. So between Kakori and Lucknow, this train was stopped by pulling the emergency chain, and bags were looted. Those bags contained some 8,000 rupees. Some gunshots were also there between the personals, some of the British personals, and obviously the revolutionaries. And unintentionally a man was killed who was basically a passenger in that train. So that happened, and that is why these revolutionaries were charged with the murder charges. Now, what were the objectives of the revolutionaries for commissioning the Kakori Incident Act? What they did was that, first of all, they wanted to fund the activities of Hindustan Republican Association from the British administration treasury. Those 8,000 rupees belong to the British treasury. Second, they wanted to draw the public attention. They wanted to create a positive public image of the HRA, that HRA is doing something positive for their country. Okay, so this was one more of their aim. So after this, government came back heavily, and around 40 arrests were made, and a trial was conducted, and the verdict was given. The verdict says that death sentence will be given to Ram Prasad Bismil, Thakur Roshan Singh, Rajendra Nath Lahiri, and Ashfaqullah Khan. And many were the people who were deported to cellular jail in famous Khan were Sachindranath Sanyal and Sachin Bakshi. The name of Sachindranath Sanyal and other people who were in the Kala Money like Vivid Damodar Savarkar, Ganesh Savarkar, they are still, on a placard. When you will go to the cellular jail, there is a placard. The names of these revolutionaries are written here who were at the cellular jail. So you should definitely go there if you are interested a little bit in history. Then, obviously, after this, when these people were charged, many people came in their support. Motilal Nehru, Madan Mohan Walvi, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, Lala Lajpat Rai, Jawaharlal Nehru, obviously Ganesh Shankar Vidyarthi, Shiv Prasad Gupta, Shiv Prakash, and Achan Naren Dev. These are the people who were very prominent personalities of their time. They all came in the support of the personals who were involved in the Hindustan, this Kakori train accident. There were widespread protests against the court decision of, giving death sentence to these members of the central legislature, the Indian members, the non-official members of the central legislatures. They even petitioned to the Viceroy of India that the death sentences of the accused should be commuted to the life sentences. They should not be given death sentence. However, they can be given life sentence. Their appeals were also sent to the Privy Council who was sitting in London, and even appeals were made to Gandhiji that Gandhiji himself should defend these persons. But Gandhiji was very much strict on his ideology. He said that I will not associate myself with anything in which violence is involved. So Gandhiji did not came out in open to support these people. The request to the Privy Council and to the viceroys were ignored, and the men were finally executed. Okay, friends, but no matter they were executed, their names will always be embedded with golden letters on the pages of the history of India and in our hearts, friends, because we owe our independence. We owe the today's India because of these freedom fighters only, because of the sacrifice of these Indian freedom fighters. No matter these Indian fighters and many other Indian fighters were not associated with the Indian National Congress, and they have not been too much, popularized in popular culture, and they are not too much famous. But yes, friends, they have done a lot for our country, and we owe it to them. So this was about HRA, friends. Now, after this, the due to the suppression activities of the British, HRA was almost gone in disappearance, but it will, come back, revert back in the form of HSRA, that is Hindustan Socialist Republican Association, and a lot of activities, violent activities, will again start. This HSRA will come forward in 1928 after its foundation in Delhi, Firozshah Kotla. So this we are going to see in a subsequent video, friends. So this was a brief fact about HRA, which was a very important organization. We all, as an Indian, should know about it. The exams questions related to HRA are asked very less, but for our knowledge, it is important. So I hope this video was helpful for you, friends. If you have any doubts, you can ask me through the comment section below. If you want to make video on any particular topic of history or another topic, you can tell me through your comment section, friends. And if you like this video, please like this video, and friends, you can also subscribe to the channel. You can also share these videos with people who are looking for similar type of content, friends. This will give me a big boost. So thank you for watching my video, friends. Thank you for being patient. Have a very, very nice day.